would hit 50 lakh crores. So that's not yet happened. But nonetheless, that would probably be a benchmark we would get to soon enough. Just want to point out that for the mid-cap funds, we've seen an inflow which is the highest ever since August of this year. So it's coming at around 2,666 odd crores. We have small cap funds which have seen an inflow of around 3,699 odd crores. So that kind of momentum also continues within the broader markets, and you've seen that data corroborate in terms of the kind of gains that we've seen for the mid cap as well as the small cap index. In fact, Sunil is with us now. Sunil, your thoughts on the overall net equity inflow data, which is at around 15,000 crores plus. It's come off on a month-on-month basis, as well as the mid cap as well as the small cap inflow data.
So I don't think the coming off from 19 to 15 is cause for worry. It's more of profit booking because there are net flows. So I'm sure the gross flows have been continuing to be growing, but there are people who have been waiting for 3 years, 5 years, and probably their goals have been reached. So they've been booking profits. So there's no, underlying tone of any negativity in the market. People are very positive. And if you see the mix of mid cap and small cap continues to be very strong because these are associated with domestic growth and domestic economy. And it corroborates with the kind of response that IPOs are getting, right? So retail investors, both through mutual funds, and I'm sure when I don't have the SIP number, if you have it, you can let me know. I'm sure that would also be at around 17,000 crores. So there is a strong momentum towards investing in the equity markets across the board. And I think the data broadly reflects that. Some amount of profit booking one always has to be prepared for as people, take money to buy cars or buy houses. That is something normal, healthy profit booking.
Okay, healthy profit booking. So nothing to really worry about, Sunil, but, we're talking about backdated data. What is December looking like for you? Considering that the RBI has been quite bullish in terms of growth. They're, saying that inflation is going to be stable. This is a day where we've seen the Nifty hit 21,000. Any kind of momentum you expect will probably increase?
See, at our counters, I can say there's been a 20% month-on-month increase in gross equity sales. So that's a very positive. And like you said, the GDP data coming ahead of consensus, the election results reinforcing the probability of this government coming back to power, the oil prices being very stable and the forecast being fairly okay. So, and the RBI today leaving a pause. I think all of these are very positive indicators for a good equity market season and investors at the ground. And like I mentioned, it's corroborated with also the support you're getting on the IPOs. So I think a very positive and bullish outlook towards equity from the retail investor and HNI investors.
Okay, well, was there profit booking according to you, Mr. Singh, in terms of, say, the small cap fund inflow? Because that's also come in lesser on a month-on-month basis, 3,699 odd crores as compared to 4,495 crores in the previous month. How would you read that particular data? Whereas the mid-cap inflow in terms of funds has continued, and the momentum is in fact the best that we've seen in around 2 to 3 odd months. Your analysis on both these points, Mr. Singh.
But before responding to your question, I will like to let you know and congratulate that industry has already crossed 50 trillion mark. 50 lakh crore has happened. As of 30th November, it has not. But as on date, we are already sitting on 50 lakh crores plus AUM over the industry. So that's the news for the listeners, right? And now coming back to the your question of see, small cap, yes. When we are talking about small cap flows, I presume even the small cap funds are having an SIP book of around 3,000 crores. And 3,300 crore coming profit booking has happened there also. And see, a lot of cautious news in the papers and everybody saying that small cap has run up very, very fast. So that is putting a caution is definitely necessary. For example, in our fund house, we are not taking any money beyond 25,000 SIPs, and so many other fund houses have the equal, the similar way. We are not accepting the big money into small cap funds because the universe itself is limited. So I am happy that it has come down a bit. But mid cap fund, yeah, universe is also bigger, and but the amount is not something which should be a point of concern. This much more than see the whatever is required. The money is good enough to be deployed at a proper valuations.
Okay, all right. Well, Mr. Singh, before we wrap up, just wanted your thoughts in terms of the momentum of flows and what we could probably expect in the month of December and maybe even January, considering that November also saw record IPOs. So a lot of funds probably got diverted into that. So what do you think would be a steady state in terms of flows, say for the next 1 to 2 odd months? Your view, Mr. Singh?
Yeah, I think the flows should be on the similar lines. Whatever we are saying, 15 to 18,000 crore kind of net flows. As far as IPOs are concerned, the mutual funds are also very active partners in participation in all the IPOs. Even yesterday, you would have seen the Bank of India IPO. All the fund houses have they have participated in a big way, and they've got the money also. So when we're looking at the IPO numbers, you have to see that the money is coming into the mutual funds also, and see small investors' money coming into mutual funds, and in turn getting the IPO money in the mutual fund schemes is via mutual funds as well. So all these are good momentum. A lot of other players are coming with the IPOs. With that. Yes, it is. Sometimes it happens that it looks like that the less money will come in mutual funds because people are putting money in the IPOs. But there's not a clear-cut proof of that because we have not seen that. Even during the last month also, when there were good IPOs, our inflows are in the range of the same. Whatever is the net SIP flows. Plus minus 1 or 2,000 crores. So it's in the same range for various months now.
Okay, all right, Mr. Singh as well as Mr. Subramaniam, thanks very much for joining in and taking us through analyzing the data. Well, Sunil, you just have a quick point. If you could just keep it a little brief.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that I think largely it's institutional flows which have come down, it looks like, because I saw the ETF number month on month, that's come down by 4,000 crores. So if you take off ETF from the total flows, it's roughly 15 last month and 15 this month. So no cause for worry. I just wanted to, I saw that screaming on your screen just now, the ETF number.
Okay, all right. So that's a point to note. Thanks, Mr. Subramaniam. So no cause of worry. The momentum continues. That's the word coming in from the experts with regards to the November mutual fund data. We need to take a quick break. On that note, we'll answer a lot of your stock queries on the other side. Stay tuned.